no next steps, there's no terms and conditions, and there's absolutely no instructions on how to go ahead. Hello and welcome to Season 4 of Proposal Breakdown. My name is Adam and I'm the founder and CEO of Better Proposals. In this season, we're looking at 5 competing proposals for the redesign of a website for a music festival. Our next proposal is from Nuke Solutions. Let's go. All right, Nuke Solutions, it's your time to shine. Let's go. Okay, branding looks great. Cover looks really, really cool. They've got some nice bit of social proof on there with a little badge from, I assume, like a review site. Really, really good stuff. So we're off to a good start. Then we've got a table of contents. Personally, this is kind of unnecessary. I don't really see the point in it. Again, kind of harmless. But I would say now, this is 36 pages long. So if you do have a 36-page proposal and there's some stuff you can eliminate from it, this would probably want to be one of the places I'd start. So straight away, we are into a very messy page, all about them. There is links all over the place. I don't know where they go. I'm assuming to their website. They've just got a great big, bloody massive list of everything they do. It's just a standard list of everything a digital agency would do. Web hosting, mobile phone development, pay-per-click stuff, link building campaigns, email marketing, just endless. Totally wrong place to have this if you're going to have it at all. Then they've got some testimonials, which seems really strange place to put this. It's great that they've got them, but it's a really weird place to put them. And then we have a summary about our project. So they've got a really nice summary of what's going on. It is a bit wordy. That's a common theme here, so you're going to have me saying that quite a bit. It is quite wordy. It is good. It's well written. It could be a bit tighter. They've got a list of key requirements here. So that's the first. I'm on page 5. This is the first useful thing that's actually in this proposal. The rest of this is waffle, can all go. But also this could be about half the length. Okay, so then we've got a team page, which is good. Now, usually, if you've ever seen any of these previous episodes, I'm the first person to say, don't talk about you, don't talk about your team. However, when you've got 11 people on a screen, that is social proof. That's really good stuff. And it does go some way to show that you're a proper company with proper people. That can help. So if it's you and your girlfriend, probably don't bother because you want to kind of make yourself seem bigger than you are. But if you've got an office full of 11 people, that's a big selling point. That provides comfort and it starts to build some trust. There's also some names there. So if they've spoken to different people, they might notice some of those people and there's an element of familiarity. And then we go backwards. About page again. I don't know why. It's like another about page. Really strange. They've got some client statistics which show like improvements, which is great, but link them to the testimonials. Like, this is a testimonial and I got this result. This is a testimonial and this improved. Tie it together. It's possible that they're different people, but it's just so random. It's just like in a really, really, really strange place. And then they've got another list of people that do another load of different things. So it's like another about page. It's just another type of about page, which is really, really quite strange. So they're just basically this next slide, like 20 pages, is just an endless list of just descriptions of random jargon to do with web design and strategic nonsense and all that kind of stuff. None of this is relevant. Like, I know what the brief was, and none of this is relevant. So they talk about WordPress. That's fine. That's going to be something that I understand. I've possibly worked with WordPress before, so that's a good thing to know that. Again, it's just so wordy. There's so much stuff here. The design stage, the development stage. There's 5 paragraphs for design stage. Development stage is long. Platform about the content management system. Some of the features, integrations. None of this is necessary. None of this is necessary. None of it's about my project. None of it is about anything to do with us or what this project is about. Just more and more of the same stuff, e-commerce stuff, user access for something, warranty and support, maintenance, bit on hosting, fine. It's just endless, just pages and pages and pages of it. And now we have some terms. So we've got some terms and conditions, which, well, we've got some payment terms, which are 50% deposit and 50% when it goes live. Not a fan of this. I'll tell you why. You'll get that 50% pretty quick, because if somebody's excited to go ahead, they're going to be pretty happy to get you moving. So they're going to send that 50% pretty quick. I cannot tell you how slow that last 50% is going to come. Here's a suggestion. Do your 50% or 30, then do another 30 once the design stage is done, then do another 30 when the production stage is done, and that leaves 10 for snagging. What happens now is that you've got 90% of the money and you're only after that 10%. So if this client starts dragging their feet and becoming a nightmare, scope creep city, and generally it just turns into a bit of a nightmare wrap-up scenario and you're really struggling to get it wrapped up, you're only out 10%. Doing it this way round, if you've got 5 or 6 jobs on the go and they're all dragging, which can sometimes happen towards the end of the year or whatever, you've got lots of 50% kicking around that you aren't getting in. And what's also interesting is that the amount of stuff that you will then, you'll bend the rules to get that 50%, because you'll be starting to think, oh, if we just do this one extra thing for them, they'll pay. If we just do this one extra thing. And it snowballs. And that's just a really dangerous place to be. So break that, break your payment stages up so you've got a lesser amount at the end when you're going around snagging. Cool, so they've got a timeline. So in this one, they're saying they can't start for 4 to 6 weeks. Fine. And they're saying it's 8 to 12 weeks for the build. Okay. Saying it's approximate, can be a bit quicker, a bit slower. Don't know what it's depending on, but fine. And then they've got this proposed website structure. Now, this is totally unnecessary. This is not needed. Like 5 bullet points would have done it. But they've got this entire thing. They've got so much jargon. It's just nuts. It's just endless. I don't know how else to describe it to you. It's just literally just endless jargon, endless industry wording. So they've got the total design and development cost at £7,800. Then they've got excluding VAT, and then they've written plus 20%, which is quite confusing. And then they've said what the VAT is of 7.8, but haven't now told me what the total is. Then they've got a load of additional things that I can have, which have all got their own prices. And this is where it gets really weird. So I'm halfway through. I'm not going to go through all of this at the same pace, don't worry. But they've then got ongoing digital marketing services. This is totally irrelevant. Completely and utterly irrelevant. And it was made clear at the time. So this is literally not been asked for and actively not asked for. And it's just nonsense all about digital marketing and SEO and link building, and it's just page after page after page after page. Then they've got some case studies, which are cool, and then it ends. So no next steps, there's no terms and conditions, and there's absolutely no instructions how to go ahead. So we've got 36 pages here of mostly waffle and no instructions on how to actually go ahead if I wanted to. Learn the lesson, keep the tech and the jargon short. If you have to put it in there, compress it somehow and just do the mum trick. Like, give it to someone who's non-techie or probably isn't going to understand it, and then just be like, do you get this? And just, yeah, got to lose the jargon. I mean, this is just endless, and there's no real way of discerning what's my stuff or what's written about me and what's just copy and paste waffle. So not the best. There's not that much in it that's particularly good. Some of the design isn't too bad, but you quickly get used to it. Case studies are good. That is a good, really, really good part. And it's just, yeah, the lack of terms and conditions, lack of next steps, lack of instructions on how to go ahead. Don't know how many times I'm going to have to say it, but yeah, it's essential that you have that in your proposals. So there you go. Not the best. Let's see if the next one is any better. You're asking for somebody to question it, but because it's all split up, you're giving them ammo for no real reason.